and help Daddy, be quiet. And I went there, and I saw there was a bunch of people like me, and I thought, I can do this. I can do this. And kudos to Lou Weaver. Thank you, man. You're still my brother. I said, Lou, how do you how do you start? Because I didn't have a therapist. I didn't have any of this stuff. And he says, man, you just do it. You just say, I'm a man, and everybody treat me as a man, and if you don't like it, too bad for you. And so the next day I said, okay, I'm Nick. And I still had total woman's body. I mean, I in the last year and a half, I've lost about 40 pounds. And with some serious diet and exercise, a lot of weightlifting and stuff. But I was really heavy, and I still had, even though I had a breast reduction, I was fat, and my ass was like from here to Colorado. It was gigantic. I had a woman's body, and I still said, okay, my name is Nick, and I went from place to place and introduced myself as Nick. I didn't really answer any questions about, like, they didn't say, are you a man or a woman? I just ignored that as much as possible. And then, fortunately, the laws in California state that if you have top surgery and you have a therapist and you do a bunch of things, you can qualify to become legally male and without the bottom surgery. So I had told my top surgeon that this was my form of a sex change operation, and he remembered that, and he drafted a letter for me that it did not say that he did not perjure himself in any way. I'll be clear. He said that he did his surgery and that my intention was to change my sex with that. And I left it at that, and I handed it in to the court, and they looked at it, and they said, oh, okay, whatever. And so I became legally male about 5 months into my transition, even though I still have all my female anatomy and my breasts. I still have a B cup. So I feel really fortunate because it makes it so much easier to have your name. And therefore I had my social security card changed, I had all my transcripts changed, my credentials changed, my birth certificate, everything came out of that. So I feel really fortunate about that. But I really owe Max a thank you. Thank you, Max. I love you, man. You totally saved me from my downward spiral in my life, and I love being a man. Okay, I love it. Some people freak out. Whoa, what's going to happen with testosterone? Testosterone is the best. My first shot. Okay, my first shot. I stuck it in my leg, and then it was like boom, chicka boom, chicka chicka boom, chicka chicka boom, chicka boom, chicka boom, chicka boom, boom, chicka boom, chicka boom, chicka boom, 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 and I just started like. It came to life, you know, and all this energy was going around my body, and all of it lands in my crotch, and it goes boom, 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 like that. And I thought, oh my God, I felt so horny within like 5 minutes. My first thought was, men are saints. Okay, men are saints to deal with this. This is my first shot, okay, and I thought, how in the hell do they keep this kind of energy locked inside and not out, you know, humping everything? And I thought, wait a minute. They are out humping everything, and there's good reason, and it's not their fault. It's this little hormone. What do you know? But not everybody has that experience, but I did, and I love every bit of it. When I first started transitioning, before I went on testosterone, I thought, how can I pass? And I ended up shaving out these areas. I looked online, and I got a chart for male pattern baldness. And I picked, like, I don't know, someone my age, what they would have. And I just bought one of those shavers, and I just shaved it out. So I had these circles here. So that my look, even though I looked really femme at the time for a man, and I had a high voice, but I still had the male pattern, baldness. And my voice dropped pretty quickly, and it's still dropping, actually, a little bit. And my facial hair... You know, I've got this kind of typical FtM beard. Mine comes in really blonde. So as soon as I had what I call grandma hair with all this little fuzz, I just colored it, and then I keep it trimmed. I keep it like maybe not 5 o'clock shadow, but like a 2-day beard. And I just have to say in closing for this first video that I also give kudos to my friend Catherine Taylor, who I met in Houston. She was, I think, don't be upset if I get your height wrong, Catherine. I think she was 6'6", very tall, and giant feet. And she was one of the first MTFs I met in Houston and at the trans meeting. And my first thought was, oh God, this gal will never pass. Why does she even bother? And a couple weeks later in one of the meetings she was sharing, and she said, you know, I know that I probably will never even pass, but I don't care because I'm Catherine, and this is who I am, and I need to be myself, and otherwise I will probably die. And it was then, because of her and her courage, that I realized that the passing doesn't really fucking matter. Okay, what matters is that you get to express who you are, and whether you're like all male or all female or gender queer, or you're, you know, a T-boy or a T-girl, and you blend the hormones, or you just stick with one or the other. Or I mean, like for me, I'm 46, so I'm not fighting estrogen anymore. My voice went deep fast. I got facial hair fast, and I know some of the 20-something boys, you know, you're still fighting all that estrogen, and it's got to be hard. But it doesn't matter. You just have to find who you are and express it, and thank God every day. I thank God every day. I feel like I am God's favorite man, and I just am so grateful for technology and for community and for going forward and having the courage to grab my life. And I couldn't have done it without Max. Thank you, Max. Lou. Thank you, Lou. Kristen. Colt. All the people in Houston. Elijah. I just love you guys. Feel free to contact me at Nick Lawrence 2009 at gmail.com if you want to connect with me. Okay? Looking forward to hearing from you. Talk to you later. Bye.